Salute. All glory to the Most High. All glory to the Most High. I would like to say this first and foremost before I get into the story that most people are going to click on to hear the story. There was a sailor, an Australian man, who was literally in the Pacific Ocean for 3 months just drifting, him and his dog. He was rescued today by Australian authorities. That's a story right there that shows resilience for that man to live in the ocean water just drifting. 3 months. 3 months just drifting, him and his dog, to survive. So I got to bring attention to that story because that story is being dominated by that lying-ass woman who came with a story, convinced me, got me going. She literally got me. I got on here, got choked up on a live, came on here running the story. Salute. Came on here running the story, and come to find out, there's no evidence. Everybody right now is emotional about the Sounds of Freedom movie, about trafficking and all the things that's going on in the world. And yet she come with this story about seeing a toddler, on the freeway that she's trying to rescue and calling the police. I mean, police found no evidence of the toddler. I mean, had me. I was on a live trying to justify saying that maybe it's not no toddler, maybe it's a little person and everything else. Accuse white people, with the police, and they found no evidence of her story to be actual true currently right now. I mean, I just don't know what to say. She lied to law enforcement. They put the story out there. The family lied to us. The family is the ones that lied to us. The family was misled by their daughter, and they lied to us. The family went public with this story, not knowing the truth, not knowing what their daughter is capable of, not knowing that their daughter would do something like this. The family. And all the resources that went into her when there's people getting kidnapped every single day. People getting kidnapped every single day. And all these resources went into her with a fabricated story, and I truly want to know, what's the outcome going to be? Is she going to pay? They should make her pay. Everybody who went out there, who searched for her, all the resources that went into her, they need to make her pay all that back. Not just pay back the GoFundMe thing that she never touched. They need to make her pay all the money back to every officer that went out there and touched the case, every detective that touched the case, all the gasoline that they burned going to that place, every citizen that went out there looking for her. She needs to pay everybody for their time, because time is money, and knowing that people are on edge and trying to bring awareness to trafficking and everything like that, and you're gonna go make up a story like that. That's awful. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. But like I said when I first came onto this live, that sailor and his dog, they were found. That's a real story. That's a real story. A man drifted in the Pacific Ocean for 3 months with his dog and survived. 3 months and survived. He was truly found. He have a true story. Let's let the authorities do what they're going to do with Carlee Russell. And let's focus our energy on somebody who really was found, who survived, who really was found. many nights in the Pacific Ocean. You know, 3 months of survival. 3 months, guys. 3 months. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know this story was going on until the day. When I sit back and I didn't post anything about the Carlee Russell after I said the last video. I wanted to see the actual truth come out. Because whenever there's a Tyler involved, you want to wait on the facts because you don't want to just, that kind of story. You don't want to just go in go mode, you know. And the boyfriend, all of them. I mean, I don't know if this was some TikTok or Instagram or some kind of prank or hoax or I don't know what they thought. I don't know if they didn't think it was gonna get that kind of attention. But you must know this for sure. Whenever you involve a child in any type of criminal activity, people are gonna come to rescue. God's people are gonna come. So when you say a Tyler was on the road, this story was definitely going to go viral because people wanted to know, for one, why is there a child on the road? For two, is there people out there using children as bait to abduct people? For three, people want to know if they need to be really, really totally. This is not a person that didn't see this story that didn't go into precautious mode about stopping, even if they're seeing a child walking down the street. And to say that she came out this story with none of this stuff to be absolutely true, whether they say that the press conference said they have no evidence of a kid being in the area, anything like that, and she still haven't gone live or still haven't made a statement, still haven't said anything to the people directly, knowing that it's millions and millions and millions and millions of people who are worried and concerned about her and the child. It speaks a lot of volumes. Speaks volumes. The family ain't saying nothing. The boyfriend, he ain't tweeting nothing anymore or sending messages out there anymore. It says a whole lot. It says a whole lot. And I hope nobody give her a movie deal. I hope they do not make this shit a movie. She don't need that kind of clout. She don't need that kind of fame. She don't need to make no money off of what she did. Only thing she need to do is pay back people for wasting their damn time and resources and messing with people mental. She don't need to get no type of financial. The family don't need no type of money from this shit. None whatsoever. Who, on the other hand, who need to be taken care of is the guy who was found at sea in the Pacific Ocean for 3 months. Now, I want to see that movie. I want to see what transpired him to get on the boat, go drift in the Pacific Ocean, thinking that he gonna make it to. Now that's the story I would like to see a movie about. That Australian guy the Australian sailor. I would love to see that movie. But Carlee Russell, nah, that movie there, nah, you can keep that. You can keep that. You can take that and leave that where it's at. You don't lie with kids involved. What was the motive? Then the family say she's going to nursing school, all these different types of things, but you don't know your daughter's character. How you not know your daughter's character? How you not know your daughter's character? Who was she on the phone with when she had to tell somebody she was going to do this? Then they say they checked her history on her phone and she looked at she was researching the movie Taken. The movie Taken is where the man is going back to get his daughter, going through hurdles, because on the movie Taken, they're trafficking. It's a trafficking movie. So the man is trying to rescue his daughter. And then you got Sounds of Freedom and all these types of things going on. Was this Carlee thing scripted? That's why I say the authorities need to deal with her correctly. Because she lied to them. She didn't lie to us. And the family clearly don't know their daughter. The family clearly don't know their daughter because they got out there. The daughter pulled that kind of stuff and didn't even call her family. She just left them in and the air to just dry, thinking that this shit really transpired when it didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna come to the comment section to see what you guys think. Like I said, the guy in Australia, that's a storyline I would love to see right now throughout the whole internet. How did he survive? I know he was on a boat. I know it was water, so I know he had, capability of fishing, and he probably had a little. But how did he survive for 3 months in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? How? That's a story I would love to see. This Carlee Russell story? Nah, nah, nah. I think that all people, everybody on the internet, everybody on YouTube, they should stop talking about her. She got her 2 days of fame. She got her 2 days of fame. I won't talk about her no more. I won't speak on it no more. After this live, I won't speak on her no more. I won't mention it no more. I'm not giving her the time of day. Her, nor her family, her boyfriend, none of them. Who does that? Who lie and say that they seen a toddler on a freeway by themselves? And I know people from the beginning was saying, "Oh, she lying, she lying." But listen, in today's world, it's crazy. It's a mad world. We had to let all of the documents and all of the evidence come to fruition. And it's like this, right? It's like this. Everybody thought that this story was going to transpire to a tragedy story. Everybody knew that 99.9%, 99.99%, the victim in these type of situations do not make it. They don't survive. So everybody was looking for her, thinking the worst. Salute, Daniel. Everybody was thinking the worst. So when she showed up, everybody knew something was fishy. Now, my question is, the footage that's floating all over the internet and the footage that I even posted myself, this footage, right? When you look at the footage, how of a sudden it's just all black and she just disappear? Make it make sense. Just disappear. So whoever behind the camera, did they alter that? Because how she just disappeared? Why we don't see her getting in the car, riding off with her friend, or why we don't see what transpired? We got equipment that we can send to space and see Mars, but we can't see. She ran in the woods. She ran into the woods. But the footage that's all over the internet is too dark to even see what transpired. But we got equipment that's on Mars, that we could put things on Mars and see. There is a neighborhood on the other side. Okay. The police, the law enforcement need to put her in jail for lying to them, for falsifying a report first and foremost. That should be her first charge. Her first charge should be falsifying a report. First charge. Because like I said, she didn't lie to us. She never spoke to us. She didn't lie to us. Her family didn't know who she was as a person. And she manipulated the whole world, utilizing people involved. It had to be more than her and just a friend. The boyfriend had to be involved. The person she was on the phone was involved. No charge. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. She wore black top and black pants. It's absolutely crazy. So if she thought it out like this, she need to be charged for falsifying a report. She need to be charged. 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 Because why she was doing that, like I said, the true story of somebody being found is the Australian guy, the Australian sailor who was in the Pacific Ocean for 3 months. That's a story That's a story with a happy ending. That's a story with an awesome ending. This other story is this other story? Nah, nah. Anytime, listen. Salute, Priscilla. Anytime, listen. You make. I mean, I came on the internet, man, and I was telling this story, and I was talking about, you know, I got women in my family, and I was talking about how this can happen to anybody. So the narrative of the story, it touched many people, and to find out that it's all to find out that, I mean, what was the purpose? Clout. What was the purpose? Clout. I mean, social media pranks. I mean, what was the agenda? You know, what's the agenda? And then when they say that she look at she her history shows that she Googled and searched the movie Taken. Taken is the same exact thing, like Sounds of Freedom, trafficking. She made melanated. No, she didn't. She made herself look like a fool. Because one person don't make a culture people like a fool. She made herself and her family look like a fool because her family took this to the world. Her family took this to the world. She made her family look like a fool because they don't know who their daughter truly is. They found out just like the world found out. Now the public will not let this go. The public will not let the public is not going to let this go. Had she not implicated a toddler, it wouldn't be as bad. But when you implicate a toddler, and with all of the trafficking stuff going on, and people literally, you know, and people literally want to protect the kids, when you did that, that would made this story bigger than it should have been. You know, it made that in particular story bigger than what it should have been. You know, and then you come back and you lie and say that white people did this to you and did that to you. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Exactly. Falsifying a report, Priscilla. She should go to jail for falsifying a report. She need to do some time. It's no such thing about she need to do some time. She she need to do some time. Her family should be. You're right. Her family should be. That's why they're not talking because the dad got on TV and cried. He cried, literally cried. You know, and can you blame the man? You only going off a phone call and what you've been told. She didn't even pick up the phone and call her parents and say, "Hey, this was a hoax," when she seen that they was crying. She didn't even when the story got big, you think she'd have picked up the phone and say, "Hey, I was just joking. I was just joking," and stopped everything into motion. No, she let all this shit go out for 40 some hours, the whole internet buzzing because she like attention, you know? She like attention. That's what it is. She like attention. Those resources that they put into that, they could have put that into real missing people. There's people out there that's really, truly missing. There's people out there with family members that's really, truly missing. And those resources could have went to those individuals. Matter of fact, they need to bring more attention, like they do. They need to run every news channel. They need to run a segment every single day with all the missing people for at least 5 minutes on everybody TV stream. It should be mandatory where they run on everybody TV stream at least 5 minutes, all missing people. That should be mandatory. Mandatory coverage. It should be mandatory coverage, because we're in a world where it's really, truly bad. At the same time she's doing all that, they arrested a suspect and for serial killing in New York. You know, for serial killing in New York. You know, they arrested a suspect for serial killing, with allegedly for multiple killing people up there in New York, in the Long Island area by the beach. When I saw her mom and dad just drive, as they say. But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. You know, that's the thing. I give the benefit of the doubt because you don't want to call somebody a liar until you have evidence, or you know, until it's proven. Like you, a person, for me, a person, I can't call a person a liar until you're a proven liar. You know, and when you look at the way this situation turned out, a mother and father gonna always look at their kid from an innocent standpoint. You know, when their eyes are really, she, you wouldn't think. I mean, listen, you can't make the story up. Well, clearly she did make the story up, but you can't make a headline up like that. You know, like if you're raising a child and they're in your house and you think that you raising them correctly and they roam off and do some dumb shit like that, you can't, like, literally, you just can't. You can't make this shit up. So the Eastern Star, but that's what I think it is, Daniel. That's why I put hoax. I think that it's a movie script. I think that it's a movie script. I think it's a movie script. I think that our attention was taken on this situation right here while something else really truly going on. Because if they're not gonna charge you with anything, then obviously clearly something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Because if any normal person would have done what she done, because she's not normal, they would literally be arrested for falsifying uh, a police report. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this whole story, like I said, you said, somebody said, I think that was Dan. You said she ran off into the woods. I mean, at the end of the day, the footage I seen, you can't really truly see anything. So I was starting to even question, was the footage even real? Because you can't truly see anything. But the authorities did their job. They combed through the footage. They got reports. They went off of reports. And as they say that they didn't get any other reports that a toddler was on the freeway. So they did a diligent investigation, and they came to a conclusion that none of the things that was reported to them were accurate. So at the end of the day, if she was drinking and somebody slipped her some in her drink or whatever, delusion, I don't know. But I do know one thing for sure, two things for certain. I want to see the man who was rescued in Australia, a sailor who was in the Pacific Ocean for 3 months. I would love to see a story, a movie line about him and his dog. I will watch the movie multiple times just to see what he thought, how he thought it. I mean, just stranded in that water, not knowing if he's gonna survive, not knowing where his next meal gonna be, not knowing how he gonna create his next fire, not knowing, it's some strange things that go on in the water. So I would love to see him just stranded in the water, you know, and did he fish every day? Did he eat fish? Did he have enough outdoor gear? Did he have enough drinking water? What, where could he go? I mean, how did he? I would love. It's a bunch of how everything that I put emphasis into Carlee Russell. Not all my emphasis is translating into him, and I want to see his story. I want to know how he survived. I mean, that's a miracle. That's a true miracle. Think about how hot it is. He ain't got no air condition, no fan, no nothing. He just drifting, and he survived. All that, not 30 days, 3 months. He survived. 90 some days he survived. I would love to see that story. I would love to see that story. And can't nobody tell that story but him. You know, can't nobody tell that story but him. And that's a beautiful thing because we know he was in that water. We know they found him, and we know but he had his dog. His dog survived also. So I would love to see that story. Okay. Yeah, but that story I would love to see it. But I had to come on here, guys, because I push hard for support for Carlee Russell, and I sit back and I just watch the story, transpire, watch it, and I had to come on here, and I had to actually come on here and say, hey, I've been bamboozled too. I went for the gimmick also. So did the whole world. So I had to come on here and give my take, and I wanted to make sure I bring attention to that Australian um, seller, because a lot of my subscribers is from Australia also. So salute to Australia, and salute to that seller. But hey man, I don't know if he gonna see this live. I don't know if he know 504 cut because I did all the protests in Australia. But if he do, hey man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that movie. I can't wait to see the movie. I mean, even a documentary about how you did it. I can't wait to see that. Salute everybody. Once again, thank you, Priscilla. I truly appreciate you. Salute. Everybody have a good day.